About 4 weeks ago, I was invited by its Voltrex to the Diamond SMP, a lifesteal server where killing someone gains you a heart and dying makes you lose a heart. I got extremely unlucky and was jumped right as grace period ended, so I managed to lose 2 hearts off the rip. After getting a decent distance away from spawn, in my opinion, that was quickly changed. I decided to set up a base underground next to a trial chamber. Inside the trial chamber, there was a naturally generating lapis ore, and if you haven't noticed already, there is a black box covering the coordinates for my own safety. It will remain there for the rest of the video. This image here shows that Voltrex has the mace, an item that can only be crafted once, making him far stronger than the ordinary player on this server. But I'm getting sidetracked here. The real thing I need to talk about is my base situation, because this is not going to cut it anymore. Because we were right next to a trial chamber, we managed to acquire a decent amount of wealth, and my team needed a new base, so we agreed upon the requirements listed on the signs. So I packed my valuables and began riding a horse to get to my new base location. And more horse riding. And even more horse riding. This is way too much horse riding. After going back and forth enough to get all of the loot transported to our new base, my teammate, Coffee Winter, told me about his backstory and his history with its Voltrex and how we are in a neutral alliance with them. And would you look at that? Now we're riding a donkey across ridiculously far distances. In need of gear, I started on my way to Volt's base, along the way finding this giant cave, which I thought was pretty nice. While I was offline, my teammate Coffee Winter decided to do some personal vengeance against Volt for a bookshelf prank he pulled on us, where he just mined out all of the bookshelves in our enchantment room and then used them to pillar up ridiculously far. I did not know they were our books at the time, so I mined them all with a normal axe without soft touch, so I had to recraft bookshelves. And that's not all, because he also decided to just flood their tree room with cobblestone and cobbled deep slate. So I had to remove that as well. Coffee Winter, if you're watching this, why? Why did you do that? Just why? So after mining about like 2.5 stacks of cobbled blocks, if I had to say, I managed to reach the end. Because thankfully, Coffee ran out of cobblestone and cobbled deep slate. And yeah, that's pretty much the entirety of my adventures on the Diamond SMP, because the server has been dying fast. No one's able to really gear up well. No one's that good at grinding, so most of the time it's just a few people just walking around bored with not much to do. Maybe talk to other people when they find them. So, yeah, I guess see what happens in the future.